بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وأصلي وأسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى أهله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. Jihad its types and rulings. Jihad is of two types. Jihad is jihad in the way of Allah, just as the ulama have categorized, is of two types. The first type, an individual obligation fardul in upon every Muslim who is able to carry out the jihad, and that is with respect to three situations. The first situation, the fight of defending the country when the enemies from the kuffar besiege it, so they are fought against, and it is obligatory upon everyone who has the ability to carry out jihad that he fights for the purpose of defending the censor of the Muslims who are in the country. Number two, the second situation, when the Imam Muslim ruler calls on him to carry out jihad, so obligatory upon him to obey the Imam. In this case, he the exalted said, يا أيها الذين آمنوا ما لكم إذا قيل لكم انفروا في سبيل الله أثاقلتم إلى الأرض أرضيتم بالحياة الدنيا من الآخرة فما متاع الحياة الدنيا في الآخرة إلا قليل. O you who believe, what is the matter with you that when you are asked to march forth in the cause of Allah, that is jihad, you cling heavily to the earth? Are you pleased with the life of this world rather than the hereafter? But little is the enjoyment of the life of this world as compared to the hereafter. And he ﷺ said, there's no hijrah after the conquest, but there's jihad and intention. And when you are called upon to go for jihad, then hasten to answer the call. The third situation, when he participates in the fight and there is intensity in it, that is, the fighting heats up, it is not permissible for him to flee from the advance, that is, flee from the battlefield against the enemy. It is obligatory upon him to fight. It is that said, يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا لقيتم الذين كفروا زحفا فلا تولوهم الأدبار ومن يولهم يوم دبره إلا متحرفا لقتال أو متحيزا فيها فقد باء بغضب من الله ومأواه جهنم وبئس المصير. Oh, you believe, when you meet those who disbelieve in a battlefield, never turn your backs to them, and whoever turns his back to them on such a day, unless it be a stratagem of war or to retreat to a troop of his own, he indeed has drawn upon himself wrath from Allah, and his abode is hell, and worse indeed is that destination. So the fight from the flight from the battlefield is one of the major sins. In these three situations, jihad is upon the individuals, meaning it is for an individual obligation upon every Muslim person the ability to undertake it. The second type is fardul kifaya, a collective obligation. It is called the jihad of pursuit, jihad talab, and it is that we carry out a military expedition against the kuffar in their lands. This is a communal obligation. When whoever is able undertakes it, the sin is dropped from those who remain behind, and going out for jihad will remain as a sunnah for them from the greatest acts of worship if they choose to undertake it. And Allah glorified is He made it an obligation upon the Muslims that they carry out a military expedition against the kuffar to elevate His word and to negate polytheism and adultery, shirk and wathaniya whenever they have the ability to do so. Either said وَقَاتِلُهُمْ حَتَّى لَا تَكُونَ فِتْنَةً وَيَكُونُ دِينُ كُلُّهُ لِلَّهِ, and fight them until there is no more fitna, shirk, and the region of all of it is for Allah alone. Thus the eradication of kufr and shirk from the earth and returning the people to the worship of their Rabb, the purpose for which they were created, is obligatory upon the Muslims.